And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Siggy here in Philadelphia. The hometown fans are excited.
This is one of the best places to play when you're playing well. No one more passionate than these Philadelphia Phillies fans. And this ballpark's still one of the most beautiful parks in all of baseball.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Zach Wheeler. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today. You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Lau at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Wheeler, 34-year-old vet, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Swings through that one for strike one.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
The 1-1. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Fought off foul. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Diaz over at first with 1 away. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is in for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Digging in, Josh Lowe. ready to go after it. Now we'll look down to third. No swing. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Late on that fastball.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Stays alive. In the dirt, blocked. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Rays strand just the one, so now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, towing the slab in today's game, Shane McClanahan.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Trey Turner now. And that's downstairs. And that is ball one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now here is Harper. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And time now for the Phillies lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a foul ball Makes the count 2-1. Schwarber, the lead runner at second. Harper at first, 2 out of the inning. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Schwarber around third. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. And the batter now, Max Kepler. And takes low for ball 1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And out of here. And they tack on 3. It's 4-0.
He's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Base is empty with 2 away. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. And a strike in there.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one. 0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Phils get 3 on this long ball. It's now a 4-0 ball game. New inning getting started. Now up for Tampa Bay, Danny Jansen. Wheeler back to work. That misses. Ball 1.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Turner on the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting 7, shortstop, Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. Ball 1 low. And there's a ball.
That's a ball. 2-0.
2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Castellanos gets under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. And he drops it down the third baseline. And it goes just foul. McClanahan, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
He caught it behind his back. The throw, nicely done for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Fires to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
Now batting, Kyle Schwarber.
So the lineup flips over, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Singled and scored his first time. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's Turner now. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. And that one in the air center field. DeLuca settles under this one, squeezes it, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. They lead 4-0. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. The pitch. That one at 95 missed up top, and that's ball one. And there's a ball.
Ball. Slow.
In for a strike, 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
So a man aboard. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Palacios on at first, nobody out. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, tag, out. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it, but still deliver a seed on target, so impressive. And most catchers practice that throw, but not many have the arm strength to actually make it work in a game.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Diaz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
That's down and in.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Bottom of the inning, here comes Bryce Harper.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
And first offering is fouled off. And a base hit into right center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1 there. Runner at first with no outs here. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Harper runs. Swing and a miss. To second for 1, and it's over his head.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Upstairs, and it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here comes Alec Bohm. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 70, warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Number 48, the power lefty, up as well. The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
On the ground at first, Diaz. The flip to the pitcher covering, 2 away.
Now batting left fielder, Max Kepler.
Now batting Max Kepler. He's already homered here in this one. That one catches the zone. Strike one. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held up. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Curve in the dirt. Runner at third, 2 away. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they're in front 4-0. Back here in Philadelphia, and now it's Brandon Lau.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
That catches the top part of the zone, and the count even at 1.
Good-looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So a man at first. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Caminero, just 21 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That misses, and that's ball 1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
1-2.
Lau aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses, struck him out. Next to bat will be the Rays' 4-hitter, Josh Lowe. Went down on strikes his first time through. Fouled off left side. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Next pitch misses inside. Now 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Next pitch is downstairs.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Next offering upstairs. Two on, 1 out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Double play ball to second. Over to Turner for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Phillies 4, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. JT Realmuto steps in. First pitch misses.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And that's through there for a strike.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Outside, 2-2. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. This is Bryson Stott. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a base hit.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Pickoff throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, it's supposed to be just a simple throw over to first, and it got away from him right there. It's kind of an awkward throwing motion for left-handers because you're usually not stepping right at the base, and that can cause you to fly open with your front side, lose the handle on the throw, and that looked to be the case right there.
No,
Marsh, the next to hit, takes ball one. McClanahan checks the runner, and he's back safely. Popped in the air, left field. Palacios makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next pitch, not close, up high. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Man on second, 2 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Wheeler back to work. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Caballero batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And it stays fair.
Now batting, left fielder Richie Palacios.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Walked his first time. That one not close. Ball 1. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Caballero around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. It's 4-1.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's a speed threat. Johnny DeLuca struck out looking his first time. Fouled off down the right side. Palacios leads off second with one gone in the inning. Off the mark there, and it's 1-2. Line drive, base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz now 1 for 2. This to center field. And a base hit knocks in a run. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Brandon Lowe next to hit for the Rays. He is struck out and he is walked. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Big RBI for him right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. 0 for 2 in this one. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right fielder Josh Lowe.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. And that's outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering getting loose out there. Strom getting cranked up as well. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Rays down by a run. And another ball.
Reno.
There's a strike. And that one fouled off. And they're all loaded up.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Joe Ross comes on now.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now it's Jansen to hit. And that's in there for strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swings through that one for strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. That one missed.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Next offering is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And it remains 2-2.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making him work out there.
Right through there. Got it. Good job at damage control right there. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Trey Turner. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Swings through that one above the zone.
1-2.
Next pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt and foul ball. And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag. One up, one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
One down, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder.
One gone, runner at first. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. And there's the strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And
that gets by him.
Couple of singles back to back. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Shane McClanahan out of the game, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Drew Rasmussen on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. That's in there. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Not close with that one. Now 1 and 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. So a job well done by the Rays bullpen. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. And we're back. Top 6. Now it's the DH, Jonathan Aranda. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. chopped out in front of the plate. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball two.
Left field, Kepler on his way over. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Richie Palacios.
And now, Richie Palacios. There's a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Hard hit, left field, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So 2 down, stepping in, Johnny DeLuca. Ripped to short. They take the force out, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Strike on the inside corner. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Caballero. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Righty reliever out of the pen, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Yandy Diaz digs in now. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Lau. Kerkering in his 2nd season, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
One out. Runner at second. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. In there for strike 1.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
So the tying run at second. And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a ball popped up. Harper drops into the glove. That's out number 2. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Orion Kerkering done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Matt Strom gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. That misses the zone. 1-0. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano appears to be getting loose. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Manuel Rodriguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the order now. Kyle Schwarber now at the plate. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Look out! And it hit him.
Boog, you have any memorable hit-by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
0-1 now. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Turner leads off first with 1 away. Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. Glove flips to second, and that's 2. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Rays 3. Back here in Philadelphia, now at the plate, Danny Jansen. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Boom. Throws out to first. And that quickly 2 away.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in a ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. 1 for 3. And that's a little high. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. And 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
In for a strike, and it's 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next pitch is outside.
3 balls.
Richie Palacios in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. Struck him out looking. Down in order go the Rays. Score holds at 4-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Rodriguez back to work. In for a strike. Good slider.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Hit in the air, center field. DeLuca under it. Makes the grab, one away.
Third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. That one's in there. 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
He goes down looking. 2 down, bases empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Max Kepler. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rips that one center field. And base hit. And that extends the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
Real Muto at the plate now. That's ball 1. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Phillies strand one, and it remains a 4-3 game. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jordan Romano.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And a bunt towards third. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
No outs. Runner at first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Bunting, but that's a foul ball.
One and two.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
He's 2 outs away. Diaz will hit next. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down to the last out for the Rays. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Romano picks over, and he's back in safely.
Well, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Romano is just 1 strike away.
2-2.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2. And that one a little bit high.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Two outs. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
4-3 our final score. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.